Kamaru Usman returns to the UFC and will fight Joaquin Buckley at UFC Atlanta. Let's talk about it. I think Usman's way too completely shot right now. I know a lot of people are going to be referencing the Chimaev fight on short notice, where Usman looked a little bit better, but cutting back down to 170 after he hasn't made a cut to 170 in about, I think, 2 years now, it's going to be a little bit tough at his age. He's always been notoriously chinny as well against not really explosive guys, not insanely hard hitters. Colby Covington had him pretty rocked in his fights. Gilbert Burns had him drop big in that fight, and Gilbert Burns is a pretty small 155er. Buckley, or 170, fought at 155 at the time. Buckley fought at 185 for a good amount of time. Knockout of the year, maybe one of the best knockouts of all time at 185. Guy has power in his hands, hits like a truck. And with Usman being very inactive, notoriously chinny, cutting back down to 170 at this age, his knees being completely shot probably more than ever now, I don't think Usman's going to be able to effectively take Buckley down in the middle of the cage, in the middle of the octagon. I think he's going to be very reliant against the cage and trying to chain takedowns at that rate, but I don't think Buckley's going to allow those situations. I think Buckley's much more explosive. I think we've seen Buckley be able to manage a good pace with a lot of power across a good margin of rounds, across three. At least he did finish Colby essentially getting that stoppage. But I think Buckley's cardio looks pretty fine towards the end of the third, where he didn't seem too tired. I think he could have gone round 4, round 5 in that fight. I don't think Usman's going to be putting on a pace on Buckley either. I think the pace comes from Buckley's end. I think Buckley's going to knock out Kamaru Usman in this fight. I don't think Usman, at his age, stands much of a chance against Buckley in this one. Genuinely, I know a lot of people are going to be calling me crazy here, but apart from a jab and maybe a straight 2 down the pipe, I don't really think Usman has many tools with his current ability, his current physical condition right now, genuinely. Buckley is going to cement himself as a legitimate contender and title challenger at 170 pounds. Book it.